Part 1. The thumbnail. That open. There you go. Okay. Create playlist. New playlist. Podcast videos. Okay, there. Done. No, it's not made for kids. Yes, restrict my videos to viewers over 18. Save. Alright. Alright, is second part up? Yes. Is second part up? Alrighty.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of technical difficulties happened there, unfortunately. We're back at it again. Hopefully
Yeah,
this
fun time.
doesn't just kaput like the other one.
Oh,
Oh?
I can edit this live.
Ooh.
I
Edit
figured
how?
it out. I can zoom in, so what?
Hold on.
I don't know how it's gonna look.
Okay, go for it. I'm on the screen.
Um, um, hang on. Oh, no, I don't want to trim. Stop.
Anyone?
Oh, no, this was the last one. This is the last video. I can edit that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah. I can trim and cut it down and everything.
Okay. Well, anyways, back to the whole.
We were at the part where we were moving over to DC Universe Online.
Yeah. So, I still find it interesting, like, just trying, and then plus, what I was trying to say was, I don't know how long we spent on that game. Like, that game, I know we played for over a year, but hours
DC
wise,
Universe?
yeah.
We played in total for 7 years straight.
Nah, there's on and off points at for the 7 years. We didn't play
Yeah,
for 7 years.
I'm well, no, we didn't play it for 7 years straight, but
Yeah,
even when, we had our off points, I still played it, and I know you did too.
yeah,
That's why I
but
said 7 years straight. It's just usually it was um usually we would play it for about a year together, and then for a month or two, maybe 3, sometimes 6, we just wouldn't talk.
yeah, things came up and just we couldn't stay in contact the whole time. But the main thing I'm getting at is like that first year when we met the group in there, the
Oh,
alliance.
Moonlight Order.
Yeah, that one was like the craziest year because how well it was, how everyone was
Yeah.
willing to help each other, willing to Um,
help us get our character stronger and everything.
yeah,
Literally giving us shit on the game so that we could do higher level shit.
yeah, and some of it was just cosmetics, like that kick me sign. I still remember.
You begged for that.
Yes, because I was running around. I was like, I saw it on one random person. I was like, that is something I must have.
And Rolf is like, the leader was like, okay, cool. You want it? I can tell you the mission. Go
Mm.
get it.
No, I
Okay.
think at the end of the day, he traded it to me. He gave it to me.
Yeah, it was like he gave you, I think, like 2 or 3 days, and because that kick me sign was a drop that wouldn't drop as often. It was a rare drop,
Yeah.
and after about 2 or 3 days, he asked you if you had gotten, and you were like, no. And then he was like, well, tell you what, you have access to the League Vault. There's something in there for you.
Yeah. I was like, really?
I
Okay.
remember I remember this because I was logging in and that was the first thing I heard. And I remember him telling you exactly what position in the vault it was because he had just put it in there.
Yeah.
And then uh, you got to the League Vault and pulled it out. He said, "Don't look at what it is, just click on it, accept it, and then put it on your back."
So did anybody kick him because he had it?
No. Well, that was the joke. He would sit down like Joker would, and then everybody would just start dancing, making it look like we were kicking him. Couldn't actually kick him.
That's stupid. Why put a kick me sign if you can't really kick?
Well, then it will challenge to a duel if you try to actually want to fight, because like you can
Hmm.
technically fight each other.
Yeah.
Ah,
But the group we were in did do PvP, but it was very, very, very rare.
Yeah. It was just more of just trying to experience the game for what it is and not worry about all the extra stuff of PvP and all of that stuff. But it was more of collectible items and drops, loot drops, and sharing this, sharing that. It was a lot of other things rather than just
Yeah.
PvP.
And we fusion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She was. I'd say, from my point of view, I gravitated towards her, Igneous, and I forget
Who
who
was
said it. Not, Witch
who was
too, but
yeah, which was more of my friend.
but the other person that I gravitated to a lot, just for comedy wise, was the guy that kept saying that named his base the Ting, Ting.
Oh my god, who was? I think that was Rolf.
No, no, that wasn't
No,
Rolf because
no.
Rolf doesn't have a mic.
Oh, I don't remember who.
If it was catastrophe or something like that, cat,
It had to be.
it might have been him. Um, but yeah, it was hilarious because I think the reason why he went through with naming his uh, home base that was because he slipped up and accidentally said the ting
Yeah.
when he meant to say the thing.
Well, what it was is his accent, though.
Yeah, but at the same time, it was he even admitted that it was his own slip up. He like because of the language barrier, whatever it might have been. It just
Yeah.
he instantly said the ting, and everyone just kind of laughed about it, and then he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna name it the Ting now. That's the name. I'm done trying to think of anything else.
Yeah. At that point, I think I don't think Sam was in the picture at that point. I think it was a month or two later.
It was a while later, but um, yeah, we don't
But
have
I
to
know.
mention.
Oh no, it's fine. Um, I brought her into the group. Yes, ex-girlfriend.
Ugh. Really conversation you want to have right in front of your ex-wife and in front of your wife?
Ex-wife.
Whoa,
Do you
what?
really want your ex-girlfriend in front of your wife? Don't you get that sentence out there.
I was trying to figure out what point in the story we're at.
Yeah, I don't care.
I didn't
It's
think you
a
would.
it's a it's a whatever kind of moment. Um,
Yeah.
we're not gonna get into depth with that at all. We're not gonna touch
No.
that.
Um,
But
not with a
yeah, it
10 foot
was
pole.
maybe even a longer pull. But anyways,
Right.
the further away the better.
Yeah. But at the point when we first joined, our group was Igneous, Fusion, Witch, me, you, Rolf,
Oh, and then
Cat,
yeah, cat, and then crap, there's one other person I just can't think of their name.
Stephanie.
No, I can think of that name and I didn't want to.
uh, no. She had a crush on me, but I said no because she was a cougar.
Ew.
She did the same thing to
She
me.
was in her.
The same thing with me. Um,
Huh? And you
but
were younger than me.
yeah. Well, the thing is, she was waiting for me to get to like the graduation,
Yeah.
because that's when I had turned of age. Well,
There are many words I can think of for this woman, and none of them should be said on open mic.
yeah, but
Oh,
it
we don't
was
care. We don't even talk to her no more.
no.
But we
No,
don't.
but there's a different person that I'm thinking of. Um, I can't think of their name.
Lady Deathstone?
Yes, yes, Lady Deathstone. I completely forgot their name, and I forget if
We we
that's a
we
female.
always shorten it to just Lady or Death.
Yeah, or Lady Death.
Yeah.
Um, which reminds me, if I ever get back onto the um game, I'm in her league right now, and I'm in the uh group that she made, or
Okay.
he.
Yeah, you'll have to. Once I can get a PlayStation up and running, you'll have to invite me. We'll jump on there and just for old time's sake.
Yeah, a lot has changed last time I got onto DC Universe.
Yeah,
Like
it's.
there's no more escrow, which, if for those of you who don't know what escrow is
I'll be
essentially
right back.
okay, but it's essentially the currency that you cannot spend. So it'll show you the amount. I think you get essentially an allowance of like 2,000 currency, and then whatever you have over it turns into escrow, and then it replenishes automatically once a week or once a month since it's monthly. Duh. But yeah, so if you have like you're supposed to have 250,000 currency, you only use 2,000 of it, so 248,000 gets put away. That's taken off now. You don't have
Okay.
you don't have to worry about the escrow portion of it, because that means also you don't have to worry about getting a membership. That was the only way how you could have lifted off the escrow, is have the membership.
I'm back.
Welcome back. But yeah, the whole escrow changing to no longer being a thing is one of the best things they've done.
Yeah.
They essentially removed the paywall.
A portion of the paywall. You still have to pay in order to play some of the missions.
I would say some, but not all. Like, not for all of them, because I don't have a subscription, and I can do the you know different missions that you used to have it.
Yeah. I think the membership now is like more for the rates and stuff.
What?
I said I think now it's more for the rates and stuff.
Yeah. Again,
Which
so there's
really I
always
didn't
going to be
really
some kind of paywall here and there. Um, it's just because you have to keep the game alive somehow. You can't just have everything completely free, because just especially because the game itself is free.
right. Do you want me to take him tonight?
One or a two.
It's a one.
Take him.
But it's up in New York. It's a 4-hour drive up. Okay.
Make sure you clean that up before you go. We're not even close to where you guys met me yet.
No, I think this is gonna be this whole thing is gonna be the next 2 podcasts, because we got to go through 10 years of almost 11 years of friendship.
Well, again, we don't have to do every single detail. I mean,
No, we've already skipped over like a few
Okay.
months.
Get him. Get him.
Odin. Odin.
Did Daddy get you? Okay, so you guys played DC Universe for a while.
yeah, it was
A
like
long. That was our only game for no. For a couple months, that was our only game because we were trying to catch up to the Moonlight Order.
yeah, which we
Carlson
somewhat
got pissed
did,
off.
huh?
We tried to get Carlson to play it, but he thought, I can stay in one spot and just beat all these people and finish the entire mission. No, you can't. But that's how it works in Batman. This isn't Batman.
Just because it works in one game doesn't mean it will work in all.
No, he's like, that's how it works in the movies.
Yeah, he was saying like some other. It was essentially just kind of getting under our skins a little bit, and
And this
also
was the
him.
This was the start of the downfall of mine and his.
It's very annoying. More technical difficulties. Stream is still up. Play it. We've just been disconnected from party chat. One moment.
Okay,
Okay,
sorry.
all good. I
Apparently you're
think
having
it's,
internet issues.
yeah, because of the tornado watch that happened. Um, somewhere around here is like,
It's here, not there.
it's super windy here where I'm at right now. But
I
A
can
moment
move.
ago, it was pouring rain. Are you not hearing me?
I'm hearing you.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry, I was talking to Macy. Glad we're not live.
We are live.
We are?
We are.
Oh, shit.
Hey, can you get a chance to use my laptop and everything?
Yeah. Give me a second.
Yeah, yeah. All right, chat. Glad we're not live, apparently.
Shut up.
Said it with such confidence and a singing tone and all.
Yeah, you get to it. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you
Anyway.
did you hear what I said? The
Yeah.
long. Oh, okay. Of trying to
Uh,
convert you to the dark side and how long it took.
oh, no, I didn't hear that part.
Okay. Yeah, so that was the whole thing. It was that's the main thing I remember. Like it took a while because you're like, but I don't want to kill the Flash or beat up the Flash because we technically don't kill in that game.
Yeah.
And I was like, but
Um,
hmm?
just for reference, don't say that word. Say something else.
Unalive.
Um,
That's better.
yeah. Um, because that can actually get us demonetized and shit.
I think it depends on context.
No. Um, just just don't say it. How's that?
I'll look into it, but I think it's just mostly on context or how many times you say it in a row.
Right.
Because even saying something like shit 5, 10 times in a row can get you demonetized.
Right.
That's why people censor it. Um, but I don't think saying um, the opposite of living is going to demonetize you, especially in the context that I was using with just video games.
Either way, continue.
But yeah,
Um, I remember when I started playing the game, I had heroes set up,
mm-hmm.
and Walker wanted to play villains, and it had to be Joker, so that he thought he'd get a chance to work with Harley Quinn. As you can see by the on the screen, Walker is a big Harley Quinn fan. He had to have all the things on it that had Harley Quinn on it.
Yeah, all of it.
Um, so it took. I finished my hero. Walker started one, and then he was like, "Man, I just I don't want to save people no more.
Yeah, and like the reasoning behind it, it's like I'm already like trying to be nice in real life. I'm playing a video game here. Nothing matters what I do in this video game. So why would I do hero side of things when I can just be a villain? And also the other thing is it's like uh just going through Hall of Doom was a whole lot more easier and more convenient to me compared to the Watchtower.
That was your biggest complaint was the Watchtower. Even though
Yes,
it's basically a giant circle just like the Hall of Doom.
Hall of Doom is such a easier circle to traverse. I was getting lost left and right. All I did was take 2 steps forward. I'm already like, wait, was it that way or was it the other way? And then I just second guess it. While in the Watchtower, I'm like, okay, I know if I even if I mess up, there's like a little
You mean in Hall of
pathway.
Doom?
Huh?
You mean in Hall of Doom?
Yeah. Oh, I'd say Watchtower.
Yeah.
Uh, Out of instinct, I just said randomly Watchtower. But in the Hall of Doom, it's like I go into the Meta Wing, and then I immediately see a hallway before I go all the way into the Meta Wing, and that hallway connects to the
Central.
well, not central. It's well, yeah, I guess the central because it's the mail and the auction area, and then you can go over through the other hallway
Oh,
area to
yeah.
go to the other
If
wing.
you went left or right, there was hallways that you could travel to get to the other wings.
Yeah,
But we never really like we hung out in the Hall of Doom, but our main thing was going to bases and just there were entire game sessions where we just hung out in someone's base and
yeah,
just chit chat.
yeah, and that was mostly before I got into the whole auctioning thing.
Yeah.
That's what Lady Death showed me.
It was
Uh,
Lady Death and Fusion, I believe.
and who?
Fusion. Or
Fusion. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. They both eagerly helped me to understand the mechanics of it,
yeah.
and I instantly understood of getting millions upon millions of currency out of it.
This dude, I swear.
I'm like at 13 mil right now in that game.
All right, chat, just for reference. Okay. I'm going to have him tell you this part because it's going to sound less bad if I say it, or if he says it. Go ahead. When it comes to money,
I'm greedy. I'm Jewish as fuck. Especially like in that game because like I never wanted to buy anything from the vendors.
no.
Anything the vendors offered, I have something like a better version of it or just outright didn't like it
Right.
because like it didn't fit my style except for the dual pistols and it's like but this sword does more or swords do more damage and I'm just like no, I don't want it. And then I would just save up and then when I got the game back, it's
Yeah, I see that. It's just buffering on my end. I'm going to
mm,
refresh. There we go. Next week we won't have this issue because it'll be on it'll be through my system, so
yeah. Right now, it's just in my area. There's been a tornado warning, and it's still kind of going through some parts of the area. Um, it went by by my apartment real fast. Like it was a downpour for
yeah,
10, 15 minutes, and now it's back to being bright, sunny, like nothing happened.
right.
But yeah, Last thing I was mentioning was the currency. I don't know how much of it you heard.
Mm,
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's not my end. Live stream is still going. It's on his end. Just one moment, guys. One moment, everyone. Stream is still currently going right now. I'm technically the viewer. Um, Waiting for him to join the call again. One moment. Okay. Okay, so probably a call happened instead of technical difficulties. That or something else. But anyways, regardless of those technical issues, essentially, getting currency in DC Universe it was the easiest thing in my opinion. Once you understand the whole um, auction area, you just essentially look at the price and value what you have compared to what they are putting up. So if someone, let's say, is putting up one item for, let's say, 100,000 currency, then you look at what you have. Let's say you have four of that same item. You can now decide to just do the same price, 100,000 each, though, so it'd be 400,000 for four, for the four items, or cut it down if you feel like you it shouldn't be that price. You want to just kind of cut it down a little bit. You can do like let's say 50,000 each, so it'll be 200,000 for four. So essentially, just undercut the market. And overall, it will still work out in your favor because sure you're putting down like you have to pay a certain amount of currency for it to be posted. But again, it's still more profit to you, especially if excuse me, especially if the item you're selling is easily obtainable. If you can obtain it through just combat, who cares about a couple thousand at that point that you're going to have to use to post it onto that auction? It's still going to be a profit no matter what. But yeah, that was the biggest thing for me was just currency. Um, well, second biggest thing because the biggest thing I was trying to do was trying to do the most damage output possible in that game. That game specifically, I wouldn't say power hungry, but more of attention seeking to show like the rest of the group like hey, this for helping me, this is what I have done with the help you've given me in return. I've used the help you've given me and turned it into this much power, this much um, destruction, essentially. Just so they don't have to always sit back and try to heal me or take time away from the current objective to help me. I wanted essentially to be able to stand alone, but in a group, if that makes sense. some of them didn't like it initially, just because now it looks like I am just doing this because I don't want them. I don't want help or anything like that, but it's the opposite. It was me just repaying the favor for all the help. And some eventually later kind of understood where I was coming from. They weren't completely upset, it's just they were more of, well, you want to be able to make it to where you're not pulling our attention away from the objective, but because you are rushing in to a major boss fight, that is taking us away from the main objective because we have to make sure you don't go down. But it's just the way how I am. I just rush into major major battles without a constructive plan. Essentially, Leroy Jenkins moment. I also want to make sure if I'm being able to be heard. One moment. Yeah, I'm being heard. Okay. Which again, I don't think most of the group agreed with me initially with the whole run in first, think of plan later. But we essentially replayed the missions enough to the point to where we knew what the plan was without having to go through it. And essentially everyone was just at that point of running in anyways. I also want to make sure Phoenix is all good. I'm essentially trying to make sure I don't ramble for too long about the same topic over and over again. Trying to think because that after a while essentially we teeter-tottered out of it mainly because um, that group that we were with started to show less activity. Essentially everyone had their own thing to do outside of the games, so it just took their attention away. And slowly over time, it kind of dissolved of drinks of sorts.